So yesterday, a little bit more was revealed to us about what's going to be going on with the new update. Obviously, now we know that Darkseid is confirmed to be a boss, and we're going to get solo raids, and there's going to be a couple of sub-bosses. But there's still so many questions that we don't have answered, and today I'm going to go through a couple of the important ones. Possibly the most important question right now is, when is this update going to come out? Some people are saying it's going to be on 4th of July, and even though it does seem pretty close, I don't personally believe that, just because this update doesn't really feel like a 4th of July update. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just feels like an update that they're adding to the game, not a celebration or a holiday type of update. And also, 4th of July is still like 2 weeks away. I think this update is going to come out in a week or maybe a week and a half. We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, I just don't believe that it's going to come out on July 4th. The next question a lot of people have been asking is whether or not this is going to be a game mode, like a permanent game mode, or it's only going to be an event. Now, for me personally, I do believe that it's going to be a game mode. I know some people say that it's only going to be an event, but the reason why I think it's going to be a game mode is because think about all the things that they're releasing for it, right? I mean, they released an entire trailer for it, and they're also making us wait a little bit more time than what we're used to, so that pretty much indicates that it's going to be something big. Also, in the message that we got yesterday in Injustice 2 Mobile, one of the rewards was event-specific artifacts. Now, you can take that two different ways. You could be saying that maybe this is just an event, and that's why the artifacts are going to be here, but eventually the event will go away, or this is a game mode that will have events in it, and that's where you're going to be able to get those artifacts. Now, me personally, just because of the hype and the way that the message is written down, I do believe this is going to be a game mode and there's going to be events in it, which means that we're always going to be able to get, different artifacts for different events. Another question people are asking is, how is Darkseid going to be a boss? Like, what is he going to have? Is he going to have different phases? Is he going to have armor piercing hits? Is he going to have his hellfire? Is he going to have his barrier? What is he going to do? Well, for me personally, first of all of his special abilities, in my opinion, are fine to be a boss. They're not super annoying. They can slow down the match if you're not careful, so they're balanced in my opinion. It's really his passives that we're going to have to speculate a little bit. His passive, where whenever somebody dies and he gains health, I really don't think that's going to stay there. That would be absolutely ridiculous for a boss because they already have millions and millions of health. My thoughts are also exactly the same for the barrier. This guy has millions and millions of health. There's really no need for it. However, because his special 3 does spawn in a parademon, Darkseid might actually be able to drop a hellfire on you, which I'm not really sure if I'm for that. First of all, you got to know that you're going to be fighting the parademon, so if you have a armor piercing hit or something like that, like Predator Batman Special 1, you will be able to kill it off relatively quickly and not really worry about the hellfire. However, the problem is that another passive of Darkseid gives parademons a ton of health and a ton of defense. So if they nerf that passive, I would actually be okay with the hellfire because we would be able to beat the parademon really quickly, which to me is pretty balanced. Now, in addition, this is Darkseid and this is a boss, so he's definitely going to have some armor piercing, some dot damage, some power drain, something going on with effects for him, because that just makes him more intimidating and more challenging to fight. My final thoughts on Darkseid is that if he does have phases like Brainiac, I think his final phase is probably going to heal on special abilities. Now, I know that sounds really far-fetched, but think about it. In phase 4 already, we have to use power drain so that Brainiac doesn't use a super move and kill us all. Wouldn't it be kind of like the same thing with Darkseid healing up on his special abilities, but we would just have to power drain him so that he doesn't use his special abilities? Now again, I know this seems a little bit far-fetched because Darkseid would already be a boss, but if we really think about it, it does sound a little bit balanced. With Brainiac P4, if you don't power drain him, everyone's dead. Right? There's no room for error right there. But here with Darkseid, there's a little bit more room for error, but you are going to have to pay the price. And that price being that if you don't power drain him and he does use his special abilities, well then he'll heal up and the battle will get harder. In terms of who the sub-bosses are going to be, I really do feel like it's going to be those characters that we saw from the trailer, because otherwise why would they be in the trailer? Another question people are asking is, how is this thing going to be funded? Now I do think that it's going to stick to credits just because of the fact that we're already paying credits for regular raids. Now you might be saying, well, why would they keep the same currency? Well, my question is, why would they change it? If people are going to pay for things, wouldn't they want to pay for credits so that way they can play both game modes? It just seems a little bit weird that they would switch out the currencies, because financially it wouldn't make any sense for NetherRealm. Another question people are asking is whether or not this update is only going to be the event or if they're going to fix bugs. Now my thoughts on this are actually very simple. If you're going to hype up an event and you're going to release all these trailers and make people really excited for this, then there's definitely got to be some bugs that have to be fixed. Otherwise, people that are going to come back to see the event aren't going to stay there. NetherRealm absolutely needs to fix the bugs, and as much as I don't really like their business model and how they do things, I really don't think they're that dumb. I think they absolutely know that they have to fix bugs, but I'm just not sure which ones they're going to fix, and that's what kind of worries me. I don't know if they're going to make Batman Ninja Robin good again by taking off his little freeze thing that he's got going on. I don't know if they're going to fix the frame drops. I don't know what they're going to do. If they just fix, like, I don't know, map details or something like that. That's going to be really, really dumb and pretty disappointing. So I really hope that they fix bugs, and I really hope that they fix the right bugs. Some people are also wondering if there are going to be new characters released with this update. Now, me personally, I do think there will be, because obviously one of the rewards that we're going to be getting for solo raids is the ability to unlock characters by getting shards, kind of like we do in raids. How can they not add a new character for that? Even if it's only one, I still want to see it. I do think, I know this is going to be crazy, but this is just the thought that I had. Maybe it's going to be a new Darkseid, right? This whole event is centered around Darkseid. Why wouldn't they release another Darkseid to get people hyped up? I don't know if he's going to be a legendary. I don't know if he's going to be a gold, but either way, that's my thoughts. This one is probably the most far-fetched one, because I'm not too sure. Maybe it might just be wishful thinking, but I really do think that they're going to bring a new Darkseid. One more question that me and a ton of other people have is whether or not the rewards are just going to be, the reforges, the shards, and the artifacts. Me personally, I do think that they're going to have gear drops, because, you have to compete with raids in some way. And even though they say that they are going to give us gear reforges, I really don't think it's going to be a lot. And artifacts, we can already get them with raids, and shards, we can already get them with raids. Are you really going to tell me that the only thing that's going to be different is the reforges and not having gear? I really don't think that's going to happen. One of the ways that I really hope that this competes with regular raids is giving us gears for silver characters. We absolutely need that right now, man, because silver characters are really cool, but they're just a pain to level up. Leveling up gold heroes isn't really that hard anymore because we have raid drops, but we don't have that for silvers. This could be one way that this game mode can compete with regular raids, and I think it's a perfect balance. Anyways, guys, those are all my thoughts and all my speculations on all the questions that people are asking right now. Obviously, these are going to be answered in just a few weeks. We just have to be a little bit more patient. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section about some of these questions that I answered, and I'll see you guys later. Stay safe and stay clean.